Okay. I think I'm live. I hope. Let me pull everything up. God, this rain is so loud. I don't know how loud it is on stream, but it is so loud for me. Okay, okay. Alright. Hello. Hello to everyone joining. Sorry about the rain, it's very loud. It's been going for a while though, so hopefully it goes away. Hi, baby? Yes. Very small Cerado. But I do have a body, so. Glad to be able to catch one stream. Yeah, I'm streaming a little bit earlier than I typically do. Hopefully it works better for some people in different time zones. You maybe want to play this game a lot? I would recommend it, it's fun. Especially if you can get some friends to play it with. I enjoy it at least. It's like 20 bucks on Steam too, so. Definitely worth it in my opinion. What's over this? I'm keeping the server private for once today because I don't want to get sniped if I can help it. I always miss these streams because they're like 2 a.m. Yeah, I'm NA based, so the time zones can be weird. This car note is definitely not mine that I threw off a cliff and then ran back to. I definitely wouldn't do that. Figured I'd give myself an easier time growing. Every time I've tried to grow a Sarados the last few days, it's just been like no food, permanently stuck on like 10% hunger. So I decided to make it a little easier on myself. Unless you killed it. I don't think I would kill like an 80% Carno at 12% Serados. Serados pretty strong, but I don't think it's that good. What, AI hunting? It's very inconsistent. Sometimes that can definitely work really well, but other times you just find nothing. The organs are nice to have, though. Another Serados. I was gonna let him have it. There's plenty for both of us. It's probably just gonna rot before I even finish it. Another thing they need to iron out. Yeah. It's weird. Sometimes you see patches of like 15 AIs in one area, and then sometimes you can go for like an hour without seeing any. So it's very, it's definitely not the most reliable thing in the world in terms of hunting AI. Normally it's okay. I've found that typically I can normally find a little bit of AI, but every once in a while it just, you don't find anything and just end up wasting your time a bit. My opinion, I love being born in, because you're not wanting to have like a family with you to the end. Yeah, being nested is nice, especially for the extra mutations. I haven't done it that many times. I should probably look at doing that more often. Have I seen the Serato nerfs on Horde Test? I have. I don't know, like... Serato's back, I think. Well, he ran straight past and up there, I guess. I don't know how much of nerfs they are, because it seems like there's good stuff and bad stuff. So, like, being able to hold Charge Bite infinitely is pretty strong, in my opinion. But I don't know, I think yeah, they're more like buffs. Yeah, that it seems like, I don't know. Infinite Charge Bite seems pretty strong, in my opinion. You can't be stunned while charge butting? Yeah, that makes a big difference too. The Sarados and Hortus are not really nerfs, more like buffs. 1.25 stability while charging. Max damage charges up faster. Yeah, it seems like they're I wouldn't call them nerfs at all. I think it's more of just like they're making it much more of like a defensive capability compared to how it typically is. But it's still really strong. Like, I don't think it's a nerf, so. Charge Bite costs stam, though? Yeah, but from what I know, it's not a lot, and also you can use it with 0 stam, from what I've seen. So... I think it's a lot harder to chase people around with it, though, which is a good thing, I think. It only takes stamina after you've maxed charge out? Yeah, so, okay, so it is really strong then, because you can just end it early if you have to, if you really want to keep stam. So that's really not much of a nerf. More utility options, I guess. Not that Sarah really needed it. But I guess with Rex and Trike coming to horde tests at some point, it doesn't hurt. Karna's gonna have a rough time, though. Am I big enough to pull organs out yet? Does anyone know what size you have to be to pull organs out of a Carno as a Sarah? Because I'm pretty sure I'm not big enough, but I would like to try and pull organs out. If I can. That is not the button I meant to click. I meant to click E. That's still flush. I'll keep trying. Probably like 20 or lower. I'm at 16. So I might have to wait a little longer. At least Bile got nerfed. Yeah, wasn't it like Bile drains over time or something now? I can't remember exactly what it was. But I did see the Bile got nerfed. I think it's interesting changes to Serrato, though. I like what they're trying to do, at least. This might not be, like, the best iteration of it, but I think what they're trying to do is good. You can only get it from Rot, too. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I would try it if, the horde test was a little less, inconsistent with ping. But right now, every time I've played the horde test, it's been, it hasn't been the greatest performance-wise, so I've kind of stayed away from it. But if it gets better, then I'll play. And obviously when Rex gets added, I'll play as well. Full organs yet? No. There's also Elder Omnion Hortus. Yeah, I saw that. That was interesting. I don't know how I feel about 650 kilogram Omni Pounce, though. That looks a little busted. That has me scared. Hey Thief, are you doing okay? I am doing alright. Thank you for asking. Doing pretty good, actually. I'm on break from school at the moment, so I have a little bit more time. Really just hoping Rex drops soon, so I'm looking forward to working on that video. I thought only Bob had elders? The Isles always had elders planned. In terms of them being implemented, we've only seen the Omni one right now, and I think it's very, like, bugged / not really implemented. So true, everyone's so happy for some reason. I think it's weird that it gains almost half its full-grown weight. I think it gets a lot. It gets a lot more weight than I thought it was going to get at Elder, but I think it's really early. Like, it obviously hasn't been tuned for anything yet. So I'm just happy to see it, to see the model and to see it, like, on Horde Test. I don't know if they meant to put it on Horde Test or not. I keep clicking H instead of G. Whoops. But it's fun to see, at least. Yeah, it really doesn't want to give me the organs. Saw 2 Elder Omnis absolutely wreck at 20% plus Diablo. I mean, I feel like 2 normal Omnis would still wreck at 20% Dibble, to be honest. As long as they know what they're doing. How has your day been good? Yeah, it's been alright. Woke up, I took my dog to the vet. Did a little bit of shopping, some errands. Ate some lunch, and now I'm here streaming playing the Isle. So it's not too bad. Hope we get to see you guys shred some mixpackers. I don't know how much I'll be doing alone. But maybe. Maybe on stream today, we'll see. Is Bobby okay? Yeah, it's normal vaccines. Yearly checkup. Rabies and whatnot. I'm gonna wait for 20%, then I'll go try and grab organs again. Two reps can easily kill a full gribble if it doesn't camp corners. I wouldn't say it's easy. I wouldn't say it's easy, but they can definitely do it. They know what they're doing. Mixpackers and hackers are battling officials right now. Yeah, it's been really rough. It's been really rough. I don't know what it is, like, the last week. Especially Mixpackers, there's been a lot of them. Like, I played a while yesterday, and I ran into, like, 3 different mix packs over the span of, like, a few hours of playing. It was, like, the only people I saw was Mixpackers. It's annoying. It's hard to run into, like, Selvas nowadays, too. You don't see them very often. See my 20%? I am. Let's see if I can grab organs. Oh, I don't think I had the body open. Okay, that's my stomach. What's in the stomach? I forget. Dot's diet. Okay, that works. Just kind of hoping for wines, but Dot's fine. I won't complain. Oh, I'm gonna grow so much quicker today than I did yesterday. I was stuck on like 5% hunger and like 30% growth boost for like an hour and a half yesterday. And I got to like 40% over that time. It's so painful. Am I playing solo today or meeting up with friends? I'm currently playing solo. I might meet up with people later. We will see. Depends on how far I get, I suppose. If I get to full ground, then yeah, maybe I'll meet up with people, try and kill some mixpacks. Yeah, I'm growing so much faster than I was yesterday. This is great. Just hoping nobody else comes over here. I'm kind of close to South Plains, so... It's possible we get somebody who I don't want to see. Maybe you could do mixpack killing with other Sarados already on the server. That's the plan for later. Is I will be meeting up with other people later, maybe not today, but at some other point, to kill mixpacks with this Sara. That is the goal. But I kind of need to get to full grown first for that. What server am I on? I'm not sharing server today. I don't want anybody stream sniping me if I can help it. Sometimes I will share it, sometimes I won't though. 50-50. It's so funny fighting mixed packs though, because they're terrible at PvP. It normally is the case. I'm always much more afraid, in terms of like the one-on-one, I'm much more afraid of fighting the guy who's like solo and full grown than like the big mixed pack, because the solo player is probably a lot better at the game. Unless you're fighting me. I'm just dumb. Gonna have to go for water relatively soon. I can go to the bridge, probably. It's behind me. I think I want to wait until I get out of Omni pin range, though. I'm kind of surprised nothing has shown up. I probably shouldn't say that, knowing my luck, but I hope it stays that way. What are some of your favorite dinos to play? On Legacy, I really enjoyed Aloe and Giga. On Avrima, I really enjoy mostly Carno and Sarah. Mostly those two. Meta, don't speak it into existence. I don't want to see any Herreras today. I got enough of a jump scare the other day from a Herrera. I'm just waiting to pull another organ out. Wait until I'm like 70% food. Growing is still very boring, unfortunately. Once I get to like 40%, I can start moving around a bit once this body's gone. It's too valuable at the moment, though. 25%'s not bad. Almost out of Omnipen. Rex is coming either sooner or later. Maybe it'll take some years. It'll be sooner than that. But I don't know. I feel like I've streamed a few times where I'm like, oh, it'll probably be next week, and then it wasn't, so I don't know. I don't know when it'll come out. I know that they said that the next patch, I believe, will be Rex. Because originally they said they were going to do one more horde test patch, and then it would be Rex. And they did that horde test patch. So theoretically, we should be getting Rex on the next patch, whenever that is. That could be like a month from now. Because I know that the horde test is still very buggy. So we'll see. Alright, I'm gonna go pull another organ out. I was hoping to get intestines, but lungs will do. Nice. Okay. Can't wait for Owl was my favorite Legacy. Yeah, it was my favorite Legacy as well. It was really nice as a new player on Legacy because it was really easy to grow. Is it raining? I can hear it, but I can't see it. Yeah, it is raining. It's probably the bitrate is a little low to see rain. I have it as high as I can do it, but stream quality isn't always the best. I see it in the tree now. Yeah, it kind of blends in. It's light rain, too. It's been raining a lot. I hope it stops. I really don't like rain when I'm streaming. It's very loud. Oh, it's another Serrato. He can have the body if he wants, but if he pulls an organ, I'm killing him. Light rain is kind of hard to see when it's sunny out in real life. Yeah, it is. It makes sense. Same way in this game. I think that guy's smaller than me. Pretty sure he is. I don't think I'll be able to eat the body before it rots anyways, so I might as well let him have it. I just want the organs anyways. Definitely doesn't have his dark markings yet. Yeah, that's fair. He is pretty bright for a small Sarah, so he's probably under 15. Trying to think. That Troodon's probably South Plains River. I saw some Omnis and heard a bunch of other stuff too earlier. So I'm gonna have to try and avoid that when I go back for water. I should be fine as long as I grow enough before I leave. I'll fill my own. 80%? I'll wait until 70 again. Thoughts on the Hortez Sarah nerfs? We were just talking about that. In that they're kind of more of buffs. I don't know, I was saying, like, I kind of like... Oh, he's coming back. I kind of like that they're, sort of trying to change Sarah's kit a little bit, make it a little bit more defensive. Oh, he's got the intestines. Nope, those are my intestines. Come back here. Those are mine. You don't get them. Come here. Get your butt over here. Come on. Nope. You're not gonna outrun me, friend. I'm so sorry. There he goes. He's getting away. My intestines. I need these, okay? Oh, I'm eating his body and not the intestines. Whoops. Wait. No, don't tell me that it's bugged and I can't eat the intestines now. Please, no. Oh, come on. Please don't be bugged. If they're in his mouth, you may have to move him first? Okay, I'll try that. Can I eat it? It's not doing anything. There we go. Okay, I got it. I don't really care about his body, so I'm taking this back over to the other body. I was okay with him eating the body. But the organs are mine. I can take a bite of it, I guess. Wow, that only gave me 9%? Oof. Thought it'd give me more. He didn't know. I know he didn't know, but... what other choice do I have? I guess I could have told him. I could have told him, but now I have more food. Think about it that way. He was probably terrified when you were coming to get him. I'm sure he was. He didn't even try and fight me. He just tried to run. Oh, Dibbles. I think this is a migration zone. Is it still migration zone? It kind of moved. I can't wait for Spino. Yeah, Spino's gonna be a minute. But I'm excited for it too. Trying to look for that herd to my right. They're kind of close. I don't think they'll come up here, but... can never be too careful. I think it's... maybe Dibbles and Tennos. I was hearing both earlier. What? What was that sound? What was that? It sounded like Herrera. Dibble sparring? Oh, it's Dibble sparring. Okay, it's... I don't know why it echoed like that. That kind of freaked me out a little bit. Dibble sparring echo? I didn't even know it did that. I didn't realize it echoed. Oh no. Another Sarah I'm gonna have to kill. body isn't rotten, right? Oh, it is rotten. I don't think I got all the organs out of it. Yeah, it's all rotten now. It's not the end of the world, though. I forget. Does rotten give Serato organs? Or organs? Does it give it diets? I can't remember. I think it does. I'm not positive. If it doesn't, I'll just go eat the Sarah I killed. It does? Okay. That's what I thought. Couldn't remember. Gastrolus in this area. Kind of use them. Oh boy, I shouldn't have taken this out. There we go. Even thinks none of your diet gives you diets once rotten? Interesting. I didn't catch that part. I knew that rotten stuff gave you diet. Or I was pretty sure of it, at least. I didn't know that non-diet things gave you diet, though. $35. Okay. That is pretty good. You know what I'm sad about? This bugged. It used to be that you could click over here on streamer mode, and you'd get your coordinates, and now it doesn't give them to you anymore. Or is it a horde test thing? I can't remember. Maybe that's a horde test thing. He has Asti, I think? Okay. Rotten for Maya, for example, gives you lines. That's really interesting. I did not know that. Bones gives all 3 diets as well. Yeah, I knew that part. I didn't know the part about rotten non-diet creatures giving you diet. That's new. At least to me. I doubt that's new in the game, but new to me. More reason to go for rotten stuff, I guess. Save your water? Oh, that's fine. 35% is fine. I'll probably wait until it's like 10%, and then I'll go get water. More reasons to puke on everything? Oh, wait, I should be puking, huh? But I kind of want to save my water, so maybe I won't. I think I'm old enough to do it now. I don't know the threshold for being old enough to do that. Hello, Thief. Hello. Welcome to the stream. I'm not doing much right now. Just trying to grow. %, though, not too bad. Second mutation? Okay, gotcha. If I could main one dino, what would it be? I'd probably main Aloe. But if we're talking about current roster, probably Sarados. Just because you can do a little bit of everything on them for both of those two. I like playing all-rounders. But it's a tough question. I'm definitely not the type of person to like play only one thing. I've played... I play all carnivores. I don't really play herbivores, I will say that. This body is taking a long time to get through. I won't complain too much, though. I'll take the diet. Do wish it was gastroless, though. If I could choose one dino that the devs have showed us to come to the game now, what would it be? Probably just Aloe, honestly. I feel like it would fit reasonably well into the roster currently. And it's also a playable I'm personally very excited for, so probably just Aloe. Something to compete with like Dibble and Maya a little bit better. I've been in the skin creator messing with it. I haven't checked the skin creator for Aloe yet. I should do that at some point. I'll let Dots die back. There's no. I want to see Rex versus Aloe so bad. I don't think that goes well for Aloe. I won't lie. Unless there's like 4 of them, then maybe it goes better. Let's would shake up the gameplay for everyone if it came out. I just don't know enough about Quetz to know how like I don't know enough about it to know how it would impact the game currently, I suppose. Have I seen how big Aloe is compared to Dibble and Maya? I've seen a bunch of people talking about it, but like I don't know. I feel like all the screenshots that I've seen are very like badly portrayed. Like perspective is not taken into account very well. Which color scheme works best for countering night vision? I mean anything that's dark and gray-ish is normally pretty good. Like this skin that I'm running is actually decent for it. It's not too bad. Oh, I know what Quetzal looks like. I know what Quetzal is, but I don't know how it would function in the game currently. I don't know like what stats it would have or anything like that. Like I have a better idea of how Aloe would work in this game because we've seen it in Legacy. I don't know how Quetz would work. What's gonna be like 700 kilograms? Do we know that though, or is that like a guess? It's a decent guess. I would agree. It's probably around that. I hear a lot of stuff in that direction. Quetz is not going to be 700 kilograms? I mean, we don't know. Between 200 and 250, if it was 750, you wouldn't be able to fly. Yeah, but has realism ever stopped the devs before? From doing things that they just think are cool instead? So I think it could be a lot of things. When Quetz comes out, do you think Terra's gonna get forgotten about? That's hard to say. I don't think so, because I think Terra's gonna be way easier to grow. And just by that metric, it's gonna be easier. But, yeah, it's hard to know. I mean, I think at that point in the roster, I don't know where Quetz is planned, but at that point, the roster is gonna be pretty big. So I imagine that there's gonna be a lot less of each playable on the server. So in that sense, yeah, I guess so. When I think about Spinal, I feel Barry won't get played as much. I mean, the Apexes are always going to get played the most. That's just how it is. It'll probably be like Legacy in that regard, where you'll have like some people who really like playing mid tiers or small tiers, and there'll be like a small population of those players, and they kind of have a diverse population, and then there's going to be mostly people playing Apexes. That's how it was in Legacy, at least. But I don't know. It's hard to tell because there's just like a lot of differences in Avrima compared to Legacies, so kind of using that as a metric isn't exactly the most accurate thing in the world. I think that's the reason Reba started the small slash mid tiers. Yeah, I think it was definitely like, because like Serrato, for example, probably wouldn't ever get played as much as it is right now in like a more fleshed out roster. So that's like one example. And then definitely I think too, like a big part of it, at least they've said in the past, is they just wanted to like figure out a lot of the features before dropping some of the more hyped playables, which is fair. I don't get why I'd try Rex now. I would be better, but I'm happy to be honest. I mean, the good news is they're doing Aloe like right after, I think. Or maybe they're doing Kentra. I think it's Aloe and Kentra right after. Something like that. So that's good. I think if they all come out by like the end of the year, that would be awesome. I think we'd be in like a pretty interesting spot in terms of the roster. I'm just hoping that each thing has kind of their niche. That's why I kind of like the Horde test updates to Sarah. I feel like it's trying to push it a little bit more towards its niche. It is probably still really like very strong compared to the rest of the roster right now, but at least it's like starting to get more of like a defensive animal, which is something I kind of like. That I'll definitely gonna outshine Sarah in every regard. Yeah, I'm very curious what speed they make Aloe, because I feel like they have to like fine tune it to make it not faster than Sarah, or else Sarah's kind of just screwed. But I'll just be playing Aloe anyways, so I don't mind Sarah, but I do really like Aloe. Let's see. I've been sitting on 142 diet. I can't get it over that because I keep getting full too quick. Need gastroliths. They said Sarah was supposed to be slow for its size, so Al might be the same speed or faster. I totally agree, which is why I'm worried about Sarah in that regard. Because, like, if Al is faster than Sarah, I'm very worried about how Sarah deals with Aloe. Other than just, like, never getting spotted ever, which I don't think is a very good option. In my opinion. Puke is still a huge factor. It is, but I don't think that's going to be enough to dissuade Aloes from killing Sarahs. Because if you are faster as an Aloe, then it's arguably basically a guaranteed kill on a Sarah if you see one. So even if you do vomit, you can just eat the Sarah and regain everything. Stabilization on charge by is like an important and body buff. Yeah, I guess it depends on like the situation and like where allo stats are, like what they are. But I still like I think in the majority of situations when there isn't a body, like Sarah's just completely screwed if it's slower. That's kind of tough. I do want allo to be fast. I am definitely a proponent for fast allo, but just makes me worried for stuff like Sarah or Tenno, for example. Especially since allo's probably going to be in groups a lot of the time. I'm curious what the group size is going to be for allo, because it's like 3 for Carno right now, and I have to imagine Rex is going to be 2. So what are we making allo? Is allo also going to be 2? If allo's not agile, that will also be a factor. Yeah, I just don't see any way where like equivalent skill level Sarah and allo, where the allo doesn't win. Other than like there's like a large body. Or like there's more Sarahs than allos. Because allo's gonna be like at least 2 tons. Right? And it's probably gonna have like, I don't know, maybe 200 bite force? Maybe less than that. I have no idea. That's complete guessing, but I just don't see allo losing to Sarah easily. 3 to 4 probably for allo. Yeah. I'm curious if they're going to change how many Carnos can be in a group. Because I feel like Carno and allo should like... there should be able to be more Carnos than allos. Won't allo be the second biggest terrestrial carnivore behind Rex? It will when it drops, yes. Definitely. It'll be the second biggest carnivore, but it'll still be smaller than... What is it? 5 herbivores? 4 herbivores? Trike, Maya, Dibble... No, 3 herbivores. Trike, Maya, Dibble. Yeah, okay. I threw Tenno in there in my mind for some reason. But I think Dibble versus Owl will be very interesting. That's a fight I look forward to trying. I don't think Carno group size matters against Owl, just run away. Oh, I agree. I don't think Carno should really be fighting Owl at all, to be honest. It's more of just like... Conceptually, it feels like Carno should be able to have larger group size. Is Dibble that big? Dibble's like 3 tons right now, isn't it? Isn't it like 2.9? I'm not perfect on those numbers, by the way. I've like never played Dibble, so. Who would win in your opinion, Dino or Rex? It's all about environment, honestly. Probably Rex, though, in most situations. I was going to be 4.5 or 4.4 tons. No, it is not. It's going to be like 2.3 or 2.5, maybe. Most likely, at least. It might be a little bigger than that. It's definitely not going to be 4, though. Dibble is 3 tons and in weight... half the size compared to Owl and Avrima. Yeah, I think Dibble's 3 tons. I can't remember what the size is supposed to be for Allo. I've heard like 2.3, 2.5, 2.8. It's 2 point something. Does the Stego weigh 5 tons? No, it weighs 6. Stego's 6 tons. And then Maya's like 3.7 tons or something like that. Kono's not really advertised as a pack hunting predator. Owl kind of is. I agree. Totally agree with you on that end. And that's where I can see it like being like the same. But Sarah also has a 4-person pack limit, and Sarah's also not really a pack hunter. At least not as far as I'm aware. You're getting thirsty, by the way? Yeah, I'm going for water right now. Just 2 tons, please. The other carnies won't stand a chance if it was 2.5. I imagine it's going to be over 2. I think at minimum it'll be like 2.3. Yeah, Sarah having 4 is kind of weird. I always think of it as a solo duo animal. Yeah, so do I. I always thought of it as solo duo, especially because it's cannibalistic. That's why I've always felt like it's weird that Carno's 3 and Sarah's 4. Now, you could totally make the argument that like Sarah should be like 2, and therefore Carno should be like 3, and that's fine. Could agree with you there for sure. Can't Owl pounce too? I have no idea. I know that was showed off like a while ago. I don't know if that's still conceptually a thing or not. I really kind of hope it isn't, because it looked really goofy. Like, personally, I'm kind of hoping that it's not really a thing. I'm gonna sit here and watch for a minute. Been almost ambushed here like twice recently, so I'm just gonna sit here and see if I see anything. I don't see any fish. That's good. I don't think I see any Herreras either. Doesn't look like it. Okay, I think we're fine. Second biggest carnivore pouncing is low-key nightmare fuel. Yeah, I kind of agree. Especially if it has like omni pounce mechanics. It's like, oh, it's just over for anything that's under like its weight. It's actually just so over. I don't think they'll do that. I really don't. Please don't let me get eaten by a Dino or flattened by Herrera. What if Rex can pounce? Somebody should mod that into the game, like way down in the development. That looks so funny. Rex with those little arms and big ass legs. Yeah, I'd love to see Rex pouncing. It'd be quite funny. That's a galley. The grapple should only activate on animals bigger than them. Yeah, I hope that owl doesn't have, like, basically an insta-kill mechanic on things that are, like, 2 tons. I think that would be really unfortunate. Omni Pounce is enough. I don't think we need more of that. Alright, I'm gonna move to Highlands. And then maybe to Northeast if I'm feeling like it. Didn't Owl use its upper jaw as an axe? Maybe there's something like that they can add for Owl. I'm not, like, the wisest when it comes to paleontology. I did take a class on it in college, but, like, in one ear, out the other half the time. I do know that Owl was definitely seen as more of, like, a bleed-focused hunter, in that it would, like... It had a very wide jaw that it could use to basically do, like, a lot of serrated damage when it was hunting, and it would use that to basically bleed stuff out. It didn't have a very strong bite force, if I remember right. So that was basically like its hunting styles. It would be like kind of a pack hunter, and it would bleed things out. So I'm hoping that's kind of how it works in Evrima as well. But I don't really know what they have planned for it. I don't keep like insanely updated on like what the devs are planning, because I like to just see what they put in horde test and then play it and make my own opinion on it. But we will see when it hits horde testing. Hopefully in a few months or something. I'm surprised the game will let me get all the way up here. Perfect. I just need to make sure not to get myself killed when I get off the rock. How close are we till Owl release? I have no idea. It's gonna be a minute, though. Steve, will I do a stream for Owl and Berry release? I will definitely try. I will pretty much always try and stream for releases, because it's always very hype and it's fun to try. I can't promise I'll stream, but I will try. Barry will be around Christmas, so I don't expect one there. Well, I mean, we don't really know. If it is around Christmas, I'll be on some type of break probably, so might be able to stream. We will see. 60% grown. Definitely a lot better than the other day. Not too bad. Only an hour stream as well. Pretty good. Maybe bury a present or something. That would be a nice gift. Will be fun. I'm very interested in how they approach the semi-aquatic niche with like Ostro and Berry and Spino. Because I do quite like the semi-aquatics in this game as well. Oh, I should throw Suko in there too. I almost forgot about Suko. Oh, can I get off this without like maiming myself severely? I know that I merged Rex and Crush, but anyways, did I know that Rex's Crush attack is like 2800 damage unless they change it? I did know that, but I also think that isn't it like a knockdown like ability or something? I can't remember. We don't really know what it means, but I did know that it's like an insane amount of damage. I was gonna ask, watch your recent vids, how do you get the dinos in the cinematic room in the beginning? It's Blender. And it's recreated scenes in Blender. That's how we're doing it for the intros. It one-shot stuff like Sarah? Well, I would presume that Rex one-shots Sarah, to be honest. Steve, what's your favorite dino? My favorite dino is Aloe. I've always liked Aloe. That started way back when I was playing Ark in like 2015. I really liked Aloe in Ark. And then I really liked it in Legacy when I was playing in like 2020. And then I really liked learning about it when I was taking paleontology in like 2022. So I've kind of always liked Aloe. It's not like a hard favorite. Like, I know that some other Link YouTubers have like a hard favorite that they really like and like are super passionate about. I kind of like all of them though. They're all pretty cool, but I do like Aloe. Alan Arc was so nice. Yeah, that's great. The good old days of Arc in 2015, 2016. I was playing on my Xbox. I don't like this. This doesn't feel good. Okay, we're fine. I'm gonna start at 6 to die when you're in Apex, though. Yeah. I have nostalgia for Legacy, but I'm definitely not the biggest fan of it these days. Oh, I heard a goat. Where is that goat? I think I just don't like the servers that are left anymore for Legacy, to be honest. And when you can play Rima, it just kind of feels bad to play Legacy. How does replay work, by the way? Is it similar to Path Titans? No, it's much worse. The replays in this game are really simple. There's no, like, cinematic stuff you can do, unfortunately. I would love it if they add it. I know that they want to add it at some point. Kissin has told me in the past via YouTube comment that they want to do stuff with replay system cinematics, but it's right now it's basically you have a free camera that moves at like 10,000 miles an hour. You can't change it. There's no filters or anything. But it does work. It works for its purpose, which is like finding cheaters, finding names, like, you know, reviewing your own gameplay, whatever. It works for that sense. But I'm hoping in the future we get some more cinematic stuff, kind of like what Path of the Titans did. Dino and Westral Pond, FYI? Okay. Good to know. I'm not going there. I'm going towards northeast, so. But good to know. What percent am I? 63? Okay. You're trying to get cinematic footage? It's kind of hard in this game. You can mess around in the replay system and get some decent stuff, but there is a reason that we turned to Blender versus trying to do anything in game, because unfortunately this game just doesn't have the options for it right now. Every time I go in this area, I get jumped. I'm really hoping that this time it's different. I don't know what call that is. I'm not familiar with that one. That's an Omni. I could probably fight Omnis right now. As long as there's not too many of them. They've got to be pretty close. I don't see any other footprints either. That's weird. You don't see footprints like that very often. How do I get the models and animations in Blender? That is not a question for me. My partner, I suppose, Trosh, is the one who got him into Blender. He pulled him from the game files. Don't ask me how. And then the animation part, some of it is like game animations, but a lot of it is also like animations done by hand, so that would be that. I'm not very skilled in Blender either. I can do a little bit. That? No, that's grass. Oh, that's a Dino. I think. Or is that a log? No, that's a Dino. Yeah, I'm not like the actually, I should be going this way. I'm not the most skilled in Blender either, so I don't have all the information on that end. Sounds very confusing. Yeah, it took it Trosh like 6 months to figure out how to do it correctly. I am really not sure how he did it. I heard a goat. I would like to find a goat. A crocodile log. Last words of many poor soul. Well, I'm definitely not drinking in there. That's just a death wish. I'll just go to water access and then go east. Probably like 2-3 years we get Spino. I think that's realistic, genuinely. Oh, it's a deer. I don't think Spino's like a priority at the moment, so unless they start picking up the pace and like doing things faster than they are currently, I think 2-3 years is probably reasonable for Spino. Oh, there's a few deer. Nice. Am I gonna play as Elder Omni or Horde testing? I will if the performance gets better on Horde test. At the moment, the performance is pretty rough, so I haven't been playing Horde test all that much, and I haven't really thought about streaming it. But if the performance gets better, I will definitely consider it. Am I going the right way? I think I'm going the right way. I can't check my coordinates because I have streamer mode on. I normally rely on that a little bit, but I guess it's not bad to not rely on it too much. You know what? If I go back to the river or the lake and then turn around, I'll know where I am. It's herbivore. Stego, maybe? Not very fast. I don't have nocturnal. I'm just gonna keep going this way. Oh, wait, no, I know where I am. Okay, yeah, this is the water access. We're good. I was confused for a moment. Yeah, water access right there. Okay. We're all good. They'll stop focusing on humans and did humans after dinosaurs. Maybe we would see some of the cool dinosaurs I want. Yeah, but I'm like more interested in seeing humans in the game. I don't know. Maybe it's an unpopular opinion, but I'm very interested in human development for the game. I wouldn't want them to stop focusing on that because I'm curious about what they end up doing with it. Plus, I have my own concerns about roster bloat. Not that we suffer from it now, but in the future. Let's see whatever herbivores those were, though, so... Guess I'm okay for now. Get water here and then head to northeast. Been getting lucky with the AI today. Humans having gameplay style that forced them to hide most of the time would be awesome. That's what I'm hoping for. Like, I think there's two opinions I have on humans that I think make it okay. A, I think that if humans are done well, and don't ask me to define well, because I couldn't, but if it is done well, then I think it'll be really awesome, and I think it'll bring a lot of other people to the game, which I think would be great. I'd love to see more people play this game. And then B, like, worst case scenario, they kind of screw it up, and unofficials can just turn them off. So, I think either way, it's not going to be that bad. I don't think it, like, a lot of people are worried about it ruining the game, but, like, they have said, devs have said vocally, like, you will have the option to turn them off in unofficials. So if, like, you don't want to play with humans, you don't have to. So, I don't think it'll ruin anything. I think you'll have the option to play what you want. Which I think is great. And I'm personally a big fan of humans. I've played a lot of, like, DayZ, Escape from Tarkov, Rust, like, all those, like, survival games. And they're all, like, really fun. And I could just see it being, like, so fun. And there's a steg on that bush. I thought I saw one in there. I could just see this game being so fun with humans if they're done well. Like, if we have, like, DayZ-esque humans, or Escape from Tarkov-esque humans in this game, it could be really interesting. As long as there's, like, something they can do. How big is the stego? It sounded pretty adult. It looks pretty big. I don't think I'm gonna ever be able to kill that thing. They said they do plan to make humans work that way, like DayZ Tarkov style. Yeah, I did see that, which makes me excited, but I hope that they do it correctly. You know? Okay, ruin is a strong word, but I take it back. Just the thought of Raptor getting mag dumped makes me worry. I have played the current iteration of humans, right? Which has guns. They're not they're not like very finished at all. It's like you hold like a stick basically and you shoot invisible projectiles, but it does have a gun. I'm not kidding. I did an event with some other YouTubers and it was like a 4v4 dinos versus humans. We actually had to limit the dinos to be playing only things that are omni or smaller, because if they had one Sarato, it was just an immediate game over with like 0 chance for the humans. They are that weak. So if that's how they're gonna be, I'm really not that worried about about that being a problem in terms of humans being super strong. Because I think they're going to be very weak. And I think they've also said that ammo is going to be extremely scarce. So the only reason that you'd be getting, theoretically, the only reason you'd be getting gunned down as a, is that a pterodon? That is a pterodon. The only reason you'd be getting gunned down as a Omni is if you were purposely trying to run at, like, a human, I would assume. That's my hope. That is my hope. I don't know if that's how it's actually going to play out or not. But I'm hoping it is. But they are very, very weak. So I'm not worried about them being strong. I'm much more worried about them being implemented poorly, not having anything to do, and basically just being a waste of time. That is a Hipsy? That's a Hipsy. Huh. Haven't seen one of those in a while. But yeah, I'm mostly curious about, like, what humans' goals will be and, like, what their objective is. Maybe it's just survival, but I'm hoping it's more than that. And if it is, then I think it could be really cool. Oh, for God's sake, I can't go past that. But we'll see. I imagine humans are still a long way off anyways. Okay, time to just randomly walk east and hope. I wonder if they're going to move towards the realism aspect and make bullets actually damn near one-shot you depending on what dino you are. I don't think they are. From what I've heard from the devs, like just reading comments on it, it definitely, and especially playing current humans with how they are currently, I can tell you that I have mag dumped a Sarados and it has just eaten the entire magazine and then one-tapped me, like, consistently. So I can tell you that they are very, very weak and that the guns are like all pea shooters and don't do anything right now. I don't know if that'll change, but I'd honestly be okay if it didn't. I was able to kill, like, Omni and Trudon, like, 50-50. But that's all. I also had unlimited ammo, by the way, when I was playing, which you won't, from what I've heard. You will not have unlimited ammo. But I don't know. I'm personally very excited for humans. Worst case, they suck and you can turn them off. But I think it's a very cool concept. The thing I'm less sure about is, the thing that I've always been less certain about and, like, kind of, like, in the neutral zone about is, like, strains and, like, mutants and stuff like that. I've always been, like, not totally sure about that part of things. Oh, there's the path. Perfect. I don't remember if I'm supposed to follow this north or south. We're gonna do south. I wonder what they'd bring to the game, like humans would interact with dinos. I think it would just be like another way to play survival. And if you're playing dinos, then you could hunt humans, which I think could be really fun. Like, if you're playing, like, what I always thought was really interesting is I feel like the introduction of humans makes certain small tiers a lot more viable, and, like, there's reasons to play them, because then you can go into human structures, which I think could be really fun. But I'm also hoping that humans get, like, you know, something to do, like quests or something, I don't know. It's hard to know, though. This is all south. I don't know if I want to be doing this. I guess if I'm following the river, though, that's technically the correct way. No, it isn't, actually. I need to go further east. Ah, shit. I was thinking just that, how would humans use the dinosaur resources? My hope is they don't. Personal opinion, I'm really hoping that, like, they don't, like, rely on each other for interaction in terms of, like, resources. My hope is that, like, they're kind of just coexisting and that they have different goals. And that dinos could theoretically get, like, resources from humans via, like, food, right? If you kill one. But my hope really is more that humans don't really get much out of dinos other than, like, maybe some, like, mild quest things. But I don't know how I feel about humans hunting dinos. I don't really want that to be a thing. Personally, like, personal opinion. I would much rather have it be, like, humans can have guns, but they're, like, self-defense guns, you know? Like, you don't really want to be using them unless you have to. Human ghosts collect vomit from a stego. Stuff like that could be interesting, too, like non-lethal tasks. That could be interesting. Like, you'd have to, like, risk your life or something. I was always thinking of, like, I would love to see tasks that are, like, almost like Tarkov, in a sense, where it's like, go transport this from this base to another base, or, like, go find these items scattered throughout the map or something. So, like, you have to, like, be moving around and doing stuff while also just, like, fearing for your life at every moment. I think that would be a super fun, like, game in general. Like, instead of, like, fearing other players like you do in a normal extraction, you just fear all of the other dinosaur players. And, like, basically, if you get spotted, you're basically screwed unless it's something really small. I think that would be sick. I think that'd be very fun. I don't know if other people agree with that or not. Personally, I just think that would be very fun. I don't really know where I'm going. I think I'm going to go this way and towards the migration zone. And I think if I head towards the migration zone, I should end up where I want to be, because I think it's the northeast. Is there going to be human growth? I don't think so. That would be really funny if there was. I don't think there is, though. It would be quite funny, though. Okay, this is the volcano. I need to go to the left and around the volcano, and then I'll be fine. All good. I know that someone genuinely suggested human growth at some point. Yeah, please no, let's not. Let's not. I like, there's a lot of things I think that are really cool with humans. Let's not spend our time developing a human growth life cycle. Let's just focus on other things. Oh, dear God. Imagine nesting as a human. Shut up. Oh no, this has gone a bad way. Oh God. Yeah, there's so much for this game though that I'm excited for, so. I would love to get more of, like, I feel like they haven't added a lot for humans in a long time. Like, they've added some building stuff, which is really cool. But, like, in terms of, like, the actual, like, human playable that we have in the game right now, they haven't done anything to it in a while. So I'm curious when they plan to start doing that. I think that's my biggest question mark. Oh, there's Devil's Northeast, sounds like. I'm not doing that, though. Not solo. What is dead down there? Oh, it's off the cliff. I'm not gonna bother. If they have vehicles, I would imagine small boats. I wouldn't mind if they had like a little like 4x4 or something as well. My only caveat would be like I really hope that they don't make it so that humans can like run stuff over with their vehicles. I hope that if they crash into something like a dino, that the vehicle just stops. That would be pretty funny. You just run into a stego and your car just comes to a complete standstill and you all just get one-tapped. That would be really funny. I can just imagine myself yelling at Trosh for being a shitty driver. Are we getting cavemen or are we getting modern humans? We're getting modern humans. I mean, I think a Jeep or something is going to kill a Herrera Omni. That's a fair point. It probably would. What is that? Dibble. 2 dibbles. 3 dibbles. Merc type humans, Gen 2s? Yeah, aren't Gen 2s clones as well? I heard something about them being like clones of each other. I'm not positive on that end. Somebody want to tell me what call that is? I don't know. You probably can't hear it, actually. I have the game turned down from OBS because of the rain. I feel like it's so peaceful in Northeast compared to the South. I feel like the South is just like, for lack of a better word, basically a clusterfuck. Like most of the time. Northeast, there's just a lot more space. Can I even get to that? Okay, well, I can if it drops. Nice. I don't think boar is on my diet. Or is it? I always... No, it's on Carno's diet. Yeah. I get those two mixed up too often. Let's see, there was dibbles. I definitely heard something else. Am I full grown? No, I'm not. 86%. Almost there. Human should get Trank Dark's an exceptional kibble. Yeah, I think there's another game with that. Sounds slightly familiar. Oh, it's a dead boar. Ooh, what is that? Tenno? Tenno Stego, I think. We'll click Tenno Stego. Yeah, 2 Tennos a Stego. I think. Maybe just 1? No, definitely 2. Well, that's not happening either. Anything I can actually fight in this area? Can sense the Carno 70 feet from you? I hope there's a Carno 70 feet from me. That would be actually interesting. Wait a minute. Well, there's a Serrato. I think he's friendly, though. Maybe, does he want to take... well, I don't know if I want to take on the Tennos. I'll 2-call him. Is there a Carno by chance? That would be much more interesting. This guy's not following me, right? I don't think so. Canny. I'm not gonna canny him on full stomach. Especially when he's solo. I have respect for solo players. I know where Arcano is, but it would be a journey. Where? Are you talking? You're gonna tell me it's in West Rail or something, huh? West Texas. Okay, yeah. He's gonna log by the time I get there. Oh, is there more than 2? There's 3. A lot of herbivores. Oh my god, there's a lot of Tennos. Good god. There's like 3 there and there's 2 to my right. Might actually be 4 over there. 6 total, I think. I'd love to go for the small one, but they'll probably just run me down if I do. Remember the escape route if needed? What is that? That's not a Tenno, is it? Oh, that's a Packy. Never mind, I'm not doing this. That Packy leg fractures me, I'm actually just done for. Well, I'm just gonna do a big circle around the map, I guess, at this rate. Thief, I won a 3v1 as a Sarah against Packies? Yeah, but did you also fight 6 Tennos at the same time? That's the part that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about the Packy. I'm worried about the Packy leg fracturing me and then getting run at by 6 Sarahs. Because there's no way I'm winning that. But I'll just make my way to Delta. This is good. I'm like learning map rotation. I don't widen the map too much, so it's good not to for once. Seven v 1 Tenos plus Packy versus Thief. You got this. I don't think that's the one I'm gonna take. Thief, if you were a dev, what would you want to work on? That's a good question. It's really hard. I do like animating. I actually went to high school for animation. I went to an art school for high school for animation. To be honest though, like I love like making videos and content, so I would love to be like marketing side and doing promotional content for the Isle. I think that would be really fun. Probably wouldn't be very different from what I'm doing now, to be honest. You already do that? Yeah, okay, like, okay. In other words, yes, if I was on the dev team, I'd probably just do what I'm currently doing. Maybe a little bit more targeted towards, like, trailers and stuff, but I think it would be very fun. It'd be either that or, like, animating. Animating would be fun. I think doing Dinos as well for animation could be cool. It's very unique. I've only ever really done like people. Don't you need a full team because solo against the mixed pack usually won't end well? I will have a team later. I don't know if that means today or at another day. But I'm not the only one drawing Sarah, so... If I see a smaller mix pack, I'll go for it, though. Depending on what it is, of course. I'm trying to think. I haven't really gone from northeast. Every time I've gone to northeast, I've died. So going northeast to south, I haven't done that many times. I need to go this direction-ish. I'm 25% so far. I'll be big enough eventually. That's good. Are you in West Access meta? I'll probably start making my way over there slowly. It's gonna take me a while. I'm probably gonna get lost. South Canyon? Do I know where that is? Isn't that between Swamp and, like, in the hole? Oh, you're in the J sector and Highlands Canyon in the hole? I don't really know South Canyon. I don't know my map terminology very well. Not the ravine? Okay, gotcha. Below the bridge. Oh, okay, there. Gotcha. Okay, I know where you are then. That's quite the spot. I should probably sprint total. I'm not going to see anything out here. If I stay on this path, I think it'll largely take me back to where I want to go. But I might actually get off of it to go a little bit further west. Full grown? Getting there. I guess I could go to Delta. Be a good place to get water, I guess. Has Delta been active recently? I feel like I haven't been to Delta in a very long time. I guess I heard Omni. This sounds something. Don't know if I'll find them, but I'll try. See if I get lucky. That's the river right there, right? Somewhat ran into mixpack 10 of Sarados last night. Okay. Good to know. God, Sarateno mixpack's brutal. Alright, I'm drinking here. If there's a Dino here, then rip, I guess. I don't know. That was empty, but we had a pack of like 20 terrors there. It sounds like there's a little bit. I heard a dibble and some omnis. Alright. Let me pull up the map. I don't really know where I am, but I want to at least look at the map. Give me one moment. Okay, so if I'm here. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, I need to just go straight east, I think. If I go straight east, I'll make it into... Oh my god. I'm so far away from, like, anything that's remotely where I want to be. Oh boy. Okay, well, we're just gonna go straight east. Or west. I shouldn't say east. I meant west. I guess we're gonna go straight towards the patrol zone. I think the patrol zone's in west. There are no death matches for Rimmer, right? Yeah, there aren't any. There's some like free grow like admin servers that you can practice on though. I've used them in the past. They're pretty helpful. Guess I'm probably better off without night vision on at the moment. You know what? I might as well get AI while I see it. Better to have it and not need it. Perfect. Do we know Barry's attacks? I don't think so. There's been like animations in the dev blogs, but other than that, we don't know too much about it. I guess we know a decent bit about Barry, but like in terms of like stats or attacks or anything, no. I don't think we know much. I don't want to run off a cliff trying to chase a deer. That would be rather tragic. If your FPS is low, I'd suggest playing on low settings. Yeah, low settings help. I don't remember. I think mine got reset. They've been reset a few times. I'm actually curious. Oh yeah, they did get reset. I used to have one lower than that. Okay, well, I have plenty of food now, so... I will make my way west. Okay, I'm here. Wait, okay, I might be able to figure out where I am. I'm at the river fork. Okay, if I go just directly east from here, I should be able to get to Highlands. This is definitely risky. But you don't see that many dinos over here, so I'm willing to try it. There we go. How do y'all find your way around the map? Last time when I used a website, I had a different map. There's a couple of different sites online that have really good maps that help quite a lot. So I use those typically. I also put enough hours into the game that I just know the map. It's more of like the northeast, basically this part of the map that I'm in right now that I don't know as well, which is why I sometimes get lost. But a lot of the map I kind of just know at this point, just because of time. How's your growth going? Good. I haven't really done anything. Just been playing it safe for the most part. Could have had a fight or two, but I've largely avoided it. I think I'm... Okay, I'm like just under full grown now. There's like so much... It's so weird. There's so much AI in this area. And then there's like not nearly as much in the more populated areas of the map. I guess it's because people are killing them and eating them, but still. I'm surprised so much spawns out here. My FPS is not the best here either. Oh my goodness. Just not like the LOD. Am I talking with my mouth full? No. I'm just talking quietly because I've been talking for a while. I'm not used to talking this much. I don't normally. I think, yeah, Taiwan's all the way up there. Wow, that took a barely run Legacy like 4 years ago, let alone over Rima now. Yeah, that's the one good thing that Legacy has. Performance on Legacy is pretty good. Do Congenital as my last mutation. What set do I have to play the Isle? My full specs are listed in the description for the channel. Sorry, I was taking a drink of water. But I have a 3080 as my graphics card. And then a i9 13700? 12700? No, 12700, I believe. For the CPU. It does an okay job. I get some frame drops, but that's largely because I'm running max settings, which is my own fault. I definitely would not recommend a laptop for this game. I think the newer gen ones could do it, but it would definitely struggle. I've like never approached Highlands from this spot. I think that's a path in though, so. Is Omni good solo? It really depends on your skill. You can make it work. But it's definitely better in a group. I'm going to the left here. That looks way easier to get in. I eat this now so I don't just have scent stuck to my face. You really need a high VRAM GPU for this game. Yeah. Yeah, this game will eat up your VRAM. Steve, what's your favorite semi? Do you mean semi-aquatic? Or do you mean like semi-apex or something? I have night vision on? I don't. Okay, no wonder it's so dark. Is that sound trap here? I didn't know that. Semi-aquatic? Um, it's a tough question. It's probably Spino. Yeah, I think I'd say Spino. I like all the semi-aquatics personally, but Spino's always been cool. Another dino that I like from my Arc days, especially on Aberration. Let's see, anything here? I don't really hear anything. And walked around the entire map, and I've found one solo player, and it was also a Cerado. Very unfortunate. It's Dots died, though. See if somebody is over on it. That's a Cerado again. Oh, it's two of them. Ooh, they probably killed another Cerado. I don't think I want to fight them with corpse buff, though. Not a 2v1. Run the other way. I'd consider it. I'd consider taking it, but I don't want to fight them with corpse buff. Especially if they have Gastro, one could heal while the other one fights me. I reckon they probably killed another Cerado. Maybe the solo one I saw earlier. It's either that or it's a 10-0. What's your favorite design of a dino? Do you mean like favorite dino in general, or like favorite dino in like the Isle? Like design-wise? Okay, I think I can get to West Access by going through the ravine and then through J Sector. And then I can make my way over. In the Isle? Ooh, that's tough. I really liked Legacy Giga. I like the design of Legacy Giga a lot. Yeah, I think that would be my answer. Legacy Giga was cool. Suko or Barry in the Isle? I've never played either of them. I never got the chance to play them on Legacy. That's a tough question. Suko or Barry? I'm gonna say Suko for now, because I have more experience with Suko, and it always has been fun fighting them. I've like hardly ever seen Barry in the Isle. Saw those guys earlier, be careful with their enemy. Yeah, I'm just avoiding them as best I can. Apologies, I meant like, what are you most excited for in Vrima? Ooh. Probably current roster. Like, given the scope of our current roster, probably Barry. I think Barry will be... I thought I heard something, sorry. I guess I didn't. I think Barry will be very cool as a, kind of like the first semi-aquatic. Will it be the first semi-aquatic? Actually, we don't really know what the first semi-aquatic will be, do we? It'll probably be Barry, I have to assume. I'm still sad that they replaced the grid model. Really hope they keep its old sounds. Yeah, I just liked the feel of Legacy Giga. It was really good. I was also kind of sad when they replaced the model. The new model is not terrible. It's just the old model is just really good. Hoping those Saras didn't move. I think they did. It looked like one might have been hurt and was sitting. I don't hate the new one. Dibble. Man, both ways for me to go southwest are blocked, either by Serrato or Dibble. Very annoying. That's a Cardo. Wait, is he coming over here? Actually, I kind of hope he does. Where's he going? Young Sarah. Is he solo? I feel like you don't see many solo Dibbles. Gonna be interesting to see how Dinos and berries coexist. Yeah, I'm not sure how that's gonna work. We'll see. Any tips for live streaming the aisle? I'm gonna be honest, I could give you 100 tips for doing YouTube videos. In terms of streaming, I'm like a complete idiot half the time. And I don't really know what I'm doing. I just turn OBS on and start playing the game. Definitely not much of a streamer, but if I had to give a tip based on your comment, like definitely use your voice when you can, if you have a microphone. I think when I started doing YouTube, I was super worried and like nervous about using my voice as well, but you get used to it quickly. And it's a really impactful thing, an important tool for making any type of content, streaming or videos or otherwise. If I see those two Sarados, I'm just gonna run. To be fair, it could be more than two. I only saw two. Just trying to listen as well. Sorry if I'm not talking as much. I'd like to find something to hunt that isn't like a Dibble or like 5 Tenos. That might be west access. Maybe? I don't know. Oh, I can't tell how full the server is, huh? I guess that makes sense. If Gerson is here, I'd expect something to be here. It's full? Okay, good to know. Oh, I did not mean to right click. Whoops. I'm forgetting if I'm going... Oh my god, is it West Rail or West Access? I forgot again. It's West Rail Access. Well, I don't know. I give up. I give up. It's one of the two. I'm going west. Oh, great. Is first person view a thing in the out? I mean, you can do this. Like, scroll all the way in. It's not technically first person view, but it's close. About the closest you can get. West rail, okay. We'll see if there's anything in West rail. Nothing in J sector either. I feel like everybody's just grouped up in mixed packs in like Northeast and South Plains. I'd love to see like 1 or 2 Carnos. That would be great. I'd also fight a Cerado. I don't think I'd let another one go like I did earlier. First person view sucks? Yeah. The only time I ever use it is if I'm like in a bush and trying to see through the bush. Well, I'll probably check West Rail and West Access, and if there's nothing in either of those, I'll try and think of something else. I don't hear anything, though. I heard 10 was a while ago, but that was a minute ago. Being Sarados, that's South Winds, though. What's the best mutations to get for Sarado? Depends on what you want to do. Generally photosynthetic, like what I'm running right now, photosynthetic, gastro, and congenital. Really good for fighting things that are slightly bigger than you are, like Tenno or Dibble, because you take less damage overall from them, and you also can heal with gastro. And photosynthetic is just good because you're just faster and have more stamina, which is always helpful. You could also go for like a full damage build, which is kind of, in my opinion, it's not as good, but it's an option. And that's like hypermetabolic and accelerated prey drive. So it's variable. But would definitely say like for Sarah specifically, it's definitely like gastro's super good. And I think photosynthetic is just really helpful in a lot of cases. I probably should have just taken the path to West Road, but I don't like taking it when I'm solo. I'm gonna run into like 5 Tennos or something again. Photosynthetic is like a must pick for every playable for me. Yeah, you could definitely argue that. I pick it on pretty much everything. Sometimes I pick photosynthetic and nocturnal. If I'm playing Daiwo, I'll normally pick both. Oops, that's a drop I didn't mean to take. There's a little bit of food. Someone's around. Is there really nobody here? Are you hunting? I'm trying. I would like to. If I could find anything. Sarados and South Plains. Pretty quiet? Yeah, it's super quiet. I hear a lot of stuff in South Plains, but I'm imagining it's kind of a mess over there. Yeah, there's just nothing here. How many people are on? Last I checked, it was a full server, 100 people. Shouldn't be much different from that. Pterodon. Still full? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, there's food towards South Plains. I mean, maybe I just head towards South Plains? I mean, I'm pretty much guaranteed to see people there. It's just, I'm sure it's a 5-person mix pack or something. I'll try it. If it's really bad, I'll just leave. I don't like pterodons that hold rotten meat. If he sticks near me, I might have to run. Okay, he's out of my range now, that's good. The last time I saw a pterodon holding rotten meat, he was a scout for a very large mix pack. But then came and ran me down by following him. I know. Just one? Oh, he wants to fight me. Alright. Let me get to a better spot. Oh, he's scanning on me quickly. He might have Nocturnal. Let me get to a better spot. Hit him twice. Ah. Gosh, that kick. That hit me. Oh, man. Gosh, I'm not very good at fighting Tenno. He was good at landing kicks. That did a lot of damage. I didn't realize I was that low. God, Tenno's so difficult. I think that's the one fight I still struggle with so much. I did a good amount of damage to him, but not enough. Probably got like 4 charge bites on him, but... He must have had Nocturnal. He was really fast. I wanted to get more in the tree line to fight him, but I wasn't really able to. Tricky. I need to practice fighting Tenno more often. Next time you got time fighting Tenno, I'll teach you the new Sarados, Sarah. Yeah, I'm curious. I never really know how to approach it, because it's like... I always feel like no matter where I'm at, facing a Tenno, I'm always at risk. So Tenno's always tricky. Because, like, the claw attack does so much bleed, and then everything on the back end stuns, so it's tough. But, more reason to practice it. Ooh, do I want to play again? Or should I probably think about lunch? Or not lunch, dinner. I should probably think about it. Ultimately comes down to knowing their hitbox and traction control. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't know the hitbox well enough for Tenno. I'm surprised that that last one hit me. I thought that I got out of the last one. It, like, hit the edge of my tail and killed me, I think. Just barely. Oh, that's my chord. Wait a minute. I did paste my chords. No, that's from earlier, I think. Where even is that? That has to be from earlier. Okay, that's off the map, apparently those chords are. We can practice it. You'll be confident soon enough. I want to practice it because I see a lot of Tennos, and I don't like not being able to fight them. I'd like to practice it. I'm very confident in, like, the 2v1 versus Tenno, but I feel like I never win the 1v1. I always lose that fight. So I need to practice it more. Alright, well, I will probably end the stream here then, since I don't think I have the capacity to grow another one. I'll probably grow another one at some point off stream. It was fun. It was a good fight. I wish it was longer. I don't like quick fights like that. That Tenno was very aggressive, though. I don't normally see them that aggressive. But, yeah. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you all have a good, rest of your day, evening, whatever time it is for you all. I will definitely, probably go start dinner here in a little bit. Y'all have a good one.